What I need to do, I need to make a scene. Oh, be right back. Alrighty tidy pokerino doozles, boozles, boozles, noozles, peoples, whatever the word is. I don't have your background music playing. How dare I? How dare I? Audio. Wrong. I always forget which one I have it on. There we go. Alright. Yeah. Okay. So now that that's going. Yeah. So I was going to do civic stuff today. But then things occurred. First being, so I recorded 4 video clips, just like 10-minute segments each, so they're easier to modify at VideoPad, because VideoPad is irritating. So I recorded these video clips for the purpose of making sort of a video resume, right? And not that it was a lot of work to do it. It was about an hour worth of setting up, recording, stopping a record, starting a new record, stopping a record, starting a new record, going through a line a couple of different times, you know, try to get the right cadence so that it would fit in with the rest of it. You know, you do when you're doing records, you do different takes here and there, right? So I did all that. I did all that. And this morning, well, yesterday or the day before, probably Saturday. So Saturday, I moved the files onto the PC. And that's where they stayed. Yesterday, I went to Pokerello's and checked out a thing, and come to find out my scanner can't do anything with it because GM is absolute garbage. Everything they have ever done since 1974 is just garbage. Anyway, get back here, watch some TV, go to bed, wake up this morning, and I open the files because I figure I'll do some video editing before I start the stream, before I go out in the garage and start on a thing in the Civic, which we can talk about here in a minute. So I opened VideoPad, drag the folder in there, the whole folder. I put them in their own folder even. And I was just going to edit them raw, right? The full, because they're only like 10 minutes a piece. VideoPad really only has a big issue with anything over half an hour. Over half an hour, and VideoPad just slows down so bad. So I put them in there, and I look at the preview, and I'm like, wait a minute. That's not clear at all. It's out of focus. I'm like, well, maybe the camera had to focus. So I scroll down a bit. Still out of focus. Next video. Out of focus. Scroll down a bit. Still out of focus. All 4 of them out of focus. So, like I said, it wasn't that much time or effort. It was about an hour that I kind of blocked at it. I split it up. I did a record. I went and did something else for a minute. Came back, did a record. Did something else for a minute. Came back, did a etc., etc. So, total time was about an hour-ish that it took. And they're all trash, so I deleted them. That now means, however, that I have to go back and redo the thing all over again. Which is tedious and boring, and I'm not really all that big on repetition. Which is funny. So, I'm not big on repetition, asterisk. I have like 6 TV shows that I watch. I watch like Futurama, Phineas and Ferb. I don't have anywhere to put my tea bags. Ruh-roh Reggie. Okay. Okay. Okay, okay. Okay, not okay. Not okay, it's not okay. It's not okay. I'll be right back. Or, yes, go. Got a little plastic bag. I can put them on the plastic bag. Anyway, I gotta re-record a frickin' video resume thing, which I might end up doing in Arizona. I'm too irritated with it right now. Oh, big sigh. Know what I mean? And then just thinking about, like, I gotta pack the car up, I'm taking the PC and one of the monitors, like all the stuff I have to do to go on this damn trip. Because it was like a weekend trip. PC stays here, take the laptops and a phone. But since it's like a month trip, gotta take, the desktop, both laptops, both phones, taking the scanner, the O-scope, all my electrical tools, all of my standard hand tools. I should probably take the axle socket set while I'm at it, just in case. Gotta take the fuel tank. But I still need some way of properly pressure testing. Yeah, stuff and things and things and stuff and things. Frustrated grunt. A frustrated sigh. Or frustrated cry. Frustrated sunt. Real quick, while I'm here doing a thing. Which is a thing I want to do. I gotta go grab an extension cord real quick. Because the Civic has no heat. I'm gonna try to do something really stupid. Probably a really bad idea. Fail. Copy that. Go there. YouTube. Don't put the air blockers. Other people that program YouTube talk. Logitech. I don't know if you know this, Logitech, but you are garbage. Quit. Just like, quit. There's nothing else to focus on but my f***ing head. Quit it. So, the thing I have to do, I gotta go grab extension cord real quick. I've got kilowatt meter. So test number 1 today is going to be, and I might end up, I don't think it's going to be Wednesday or Thursday. It's probably going to be next week, honestly. It's like the things I've got to do. And the kilowatt meter will just handle the little heater thing. So what is this one? Sort of. Be right back. Of goats, fights, Encion Cordy. Of course, this never understood. About 4 inches. Thing. That is for the cable reel. Right? On this cable reel, wrap the cord starting from the wall side on the inside of the thing. Yeah. Left himself about 4 inches cord plug into the wall coming out of the reel, which means unless your oh, that's a scoop. Unless your outlet sits on the floor, you're applying stress to the outlet and to the plug on the cable, which is stupid. Okay, now we've got one of these bad boys. Okay, so we turn him off. We plug him in. And it says high-low. Well, that's 1120. Although, dinky, fresh heater. It's going down. If I had a 1500 watt inverter, how far can this? Not very far. Must be a mercury switch. What? That's barely even tilted.
Your call has been forwarded to automated voice messaging.
Mummy is not answering. Oh yeah, turn it to off, and it still says power. That's lovely. That is fantastic. Okay, well, of course these space heaters, they don't tell you anything. They're like 1500 watts. Okay, well you say you have a low setting, then what does low mean? 1500 watts. Yeah, I know, thanks to on screen. Doing stuff. Leave me alone. Well, Mango Ceylon should be steeped enough. Boop. Okay. Now, I guess the question then is there like a, how about Harbor Freight? Try Harbor Freight. How much is like a 2001? $200. A pure sign is $300. What's the difference between modified sign and pure sign? Speaking of, I'm going to grab the laptop and the oscilloscope here, do a record thing, show you guys something here in a minute. But I wish I knew what happened to my little flippy things for my oscope probes. Okay. So, you know, honestly, I'm not really feeling it today. If I'm being quite honest. These dealerships are crazy. I want 13 grand for this $5,000 car. You did not put 13 grand into that fucking car, guy. I already know for a fact you didn't. Aha! I has a question. You wouldn't happen to have a greater than 1500 watt inverter laying around, would you? Trying to figure out how to heat the car temporarily, and I don't want to spend a whole lot of money. Because it's cold? I mean, driving up through, because the way I'm going to be heading down is I'm going down state roads. I'm not taking the interstate. And it's funny because going down state roads and going what looks like on the map out of the way, granted, we live in an oblate sphere, so it really isn't. Going down state roads is a straighter line than taking the interstates, funnily enough. It only adds 2 more hours total travel time, so it's an 18-hour trip instead of a 16 in a couple of minutes. But Civic has no HVAC. Means I need... Well, yeah, but I'm not covering myself with something. It's either I heat the cap or I drive with cold fingers. Those are the 2 options. Gloves aren't going to help me. Like, it's mostly my feet that need to be warm, and the feet you can't cover with because you have pedals you have to interact with. I mean, okay. And most things aren't comfortable. I don't care if I'm on the ground. Mostly, I don't want to be. I don't want to be laying on a slab of stone, and I don't want to be. Had another thing, but now I just. Get a carpet shampooer. There's an upside down. I mean, the people that built that thing were probably Taiwanese children. Yeah, but they can't hear you. You can say all the naughty things you want. Funnily enough, so I did do some learning recently, and I'm not monetized right now, and streams don't get monetized after the fact. So if I were to get monetized, I can monetize older videos by putting ads on them when you play the video. But streams don't work that way. So effectively in a stream, as long as it's not being funded by YouTube ads, just about anything goes. Outside of, you know, hate speech and saying you're gonna murder people and shit like that. Yeah. Welcome to my world. People think I'm fucking crazy when I try to explain it, but it's, I don't know. I am a magnet for the stupidest shit you could imagine. Come up here and drive to a roundabout sometime. People in this country do not. They can't grasp. At least the one in Bisbee's a high speed round. It's a highway speed roundabout. I can do 60 through it, so I mean some vehicles can do 60 through it. It's a larger roundabout. You can go faster. They make it slow because they don't want people running into the train tracks. Because I'm sure that's happened. But the roundabouts up here, a lot of them are posted like 15, and they're just, it's funny because many of them are 2 lanes. You have an outer lane and an inner lane. And people don't seem to understand the concept that there are lanes in a roundabout. Like, guy, you came from a 2-lane road. You see there's fucking lines wrapped around this damn circle. Stay in your fucking lane. Oh yeah, going up, especially that one. What's that one little piece where you're like, you go up a hill and between, like, they cut a little groove in the hill peak and you go through like that little cut out, and then it goes up through the peak and then down and turns a little bit. And yeah, it's like 5 or 6 miles from Tombstone. If those corners were such that you needed to slow down to take them, Arizona would put a sign there that says that. Arizona is very, very good about signage, because in Arizona, on the road, Well, actually, all of Arizona. So I don't know if you know this. There's a piece of nifty legislation that says if there's not a sign that says it, it ain't law. Yeah, exactly. Any unmarked road that's not a residential is 55 according to Arizona law. But yeah, in Arizona, I gotta find the legislation again. I need to go through. So I just had a thought of ranking all 50 states by their complete and utter communist and cowardiceness. I'm gonna do that, and what I'm gonna do is each state I'm gonna provide the list, and then I'm gonna walk through and be like, here's my criteria for making this list, and it's gonna be any kind of gun legislation. The more gun legislation there is, the more restricting legislation, the lower on the list it's going to go, obviously, because that's unconstitutional. What do you mean? Virginia, yeah. West Virginia doesn't. I'm gonna say family reunion. But yeah, it's gonna be that, and then it's gonna be it's gonna start with helmet laws, but I'm gonna look up different like medical stuff, because you know what? At the end of the day, if it's my decision to endanger my own safety, that's the only person I'm endangering by not wearing a helmet on a motorcycle is me. Yeah, by not having a 50-pound fucking mass tied to my head that makes it harder and slower to turn my fucking head and restricts my vision by like 30 degrees. Like, oh, if I take that bike down again ever, that's the last time. That's gonna be the last time for me for anything. And well, so it might be a few more days, because I mean, would you be entirely upset if I said after Christmas or after the first of the year? Because there's things that I need and or want to get done before leaving. Oh, mother. Anyway, something else. One is I want to get some kind of a heat inside the cabin of the Civic. I need to block off the driver rear door, which is going to be an hour job. That's easy. I need to build a new bracket, so I built a bracket to hold the tuning laptop right beside me, so it'd be close to my face and I could actually see the damn screen. Because the tuning program, the guy could not be bothered to make it such that you could zoom, like you could increase the text size in any way. So it's like font 8. And it's, you know, you have it 10 feet away from you on the other side of the damn car. There's no way you can see it. So I made a bracket to put it like right beside me. What? Right now, I mean, sort of. I need to build a bracket so I can set the cameras up. I'm not mounting something in the rearview mirror. That's dangerous and stupid. Okay. Well, I'm not doing that either because that's going to put it in the sun, and sun plus lithium battery, no good. No, but it. Oh, that's going to be insurance fraud attempts. Insurance fraud. People do it like fucking. It's. It doesn't matter. The speed limit is not a you must do a minimum fucking this. The speed limit is this is the absolute maximum rate you're allowed to fucking travel. If you're doing 80% less than this, get off the road, but you can go under the speed limit. It's legal and it's acceptable. Right. Yep. Yes, it is. Yep. That's why I do 80 in the Civic. You should be a doctor about that. You know what the fix for that is, right? There's a fix. I know the fix because I know the effect you're talking about. And yes, it's a Sierra Vista thing, and I've never seen it anywhere else. I thought this was like just some weird artifact of long straight runs of lights, and so you can go to Tucson and even test it, and it's only Sierra Vista that does that. So if you catch one light red, you're going to catch every light red. Okay, so instead of breaking the law in speeding, the way you fix that is you hit the second light red, you know you're going to hit it red, and you try to maneuver it such that you're in front. You floor it up to the speed limit and get there as fast as you can. You will hit the next light just as it's turning yellow, and then the next one will be green, 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 green. I don't know how they're not even connected to each other. There's no like communication between the lights in that town. Huh? Left turn lane. See, I tried that, and it seemed sometimes to maybe work, but sometimes to maybe not. It's a light sensor. it can't be illegal as already ruled by the Supreme Court. So cops were trying to pull people over and give them tickets for flashing their lights. So the precedent is set for something a little bit different. But the same case can be made, right? So officers were trying to pull people over and give them tickets for flashing their high beams at people, saying, hey, there's a cop back that way, I just passed him, right? Because their claim is, oh, you're making our jobs harder, blah, blah, blah. And the Supreme Court was like, bro, it's called freedom of expression. You can say or do anything you want. Shut up. Get out of here. So that is... If you don't see a cop, just tell them, yeah, this was entrapment, man. Which I don't specifically agree with that, but I understand the need to limit the law, and it's not even law enforcement. I don't even know where the hell that idea came from. But police officers are not law enforcement. They are peace officers. Their job, their primary and really only job, is to mediate disputes between two or more parties. That is the purpose of police. I'll tell them, well, that literally the reason they were created was to mediate disputes between two or more parties. That is their purpose, to protect and serve. This whole thing where we're at in this, not even just our nation, it's a bunch of places, but in the US, where specifically people are like, oh, well, the police are just out to get you, blah, blah. Yeah, that's because these people who desire power over others have been allowed to operate in this manner for so long, and nobody has done anything about it. And that's not why they're there. That's not their purpose. The judiciary and the legislative are not there to limit people. They are there to protect people. Anything that applies any limitation to an individual is unconstitutional and illegal. They are there to protect people from people who would hurt them. That is it. That is all of it. Nothing more, nothing else. And people in this country have lost sight completely of why we became our own nation in the fucking first place. I mean, I don't think I've met a single human being that understands English. All you gotta know is the country that we stole the word from, and then you have to know the era in which it was stolen. That's why I don't even know if spelling bees really exist that much outside of English-speaking countries. I think spelling bees are an English-speaking thing. Because, specifically, English. And have you ever watched a spelling bee? So the standard format for spelling bee, right? You have your spell master says word. You know, your word is some word, and the kid sits there for a second and they figure out which order they want to do it in. But it's almost always kind of the same order. It's first, can you use it in a sentence, which is the simple way of, you know, you get context. Okay, well, It's being used as this, but that's a verb, but it's structured, the word is structured like a noun, so it's probably not an English derivative. Okay, then it's going to be country of origin or part of speech, noun, verb, what have you. And then country of origin is usually a little bit, depending on what level you're at. The higher levels, they generally go with nation of origin first, and you have to know that. Like, did this come from a Greek root? Did this come from a Latin root? Comes from Greek. Yeah, capacitor, resistor, processing. Those words exist pretty much in that same form everywhere outside of like Japanese and Chinese. Like most other that might have been the case 10 or 15 years ago, but the CCCP has been working very diligently on removing English from their language as much as possible. So they've been deleting borrow words and recreating them. Because like there's a YouTube channel, World of Dave or Dave's World or something like that, and it's this American in South Korea with a South Korean friend and a North Korean friend and a Chinese friend and a Japanese friend, and they get on and they're like, okay, well, this word, like one time it was like SpongeBob, right? And English was just SpongeBob, and then the South Korean was SpongeBob or something, you know, and Japanese was effectively the same thing, but they use the word for so they use the Japanese word for sponge and then Bob, and then they add, because Japanese, you add a suffix essentially to a word depending on how it's used. So it's the suffix in that context, but you can tell it's SpongeBob. And the Chinese, the Mandarin, was just like, every single time the kid that spoke Mandarin said anything, everybody else just looks at him like, what? Sometimes it was like cuss words in Korean. They're like, what did you just say to me? Mm-hmm. So a big thing in Mandarin is context. Like, one of the biggest things is context. And there's different, like... So Japanese kind of has the same thing, but the Japanese language, spoken language structure is... Once you learn it, it's fairly simple. There's tables, right? And you stick to the tables, and there's not that many, like, exceptions, right? But, say in English, everyone knows perfect examples of exceptions, right? Where you conjugate a verb, you do this to it, and then you do this to it, and then you do this to it, and then you do this to it, you know, for temporal tenses, right? Where past tense, present tense, future tense, blah, blah, blah. So everyone knows the best example, the one that I always use for why English is stupid. Go, gone, goes, went. That's not conjugations of a verb. Those are homonyms, things that sound the same but are different words. Conjugating a verb should be a simple matter. Spanish, for instance, right? If you want to say, what is to put? I think to put is poder. So to put, poder. I put podo. You put pode. Podes. Podemos. It follows a standard format. It's o, asa, amos, on. And then there's Spanish. Nope. Nope. That's entiende's Italian for the same thing. Understand. I understand. The, so in Spanish, entiendo is I understand. No entiendo is I don't understand, and it's just understand is all it is. So if you yeah, and I mean, if you're not good at English, how are you going to learn a second language? if you're not, if you struggle with the first one. I mean, that's kind of the meme, though, right? Where Americans expect everyone to speak English everywhere they go because they can't be bothered to learn a second language. So the Japanese are actually, I think they've released it. Maybe it's the Koreans. Somebody either is working on or has finished. I think I saw a completed product a couple of months ago. Sort of a universal translator, as it were. So it's this little device about the size of a smartphone that you store. You can update language sets in it, and what they've done is they put basic rules for languages, which is fine, and then they put custom cases and stuff like that. So the things that they don't follow the standard rule set, but they're these kind of oddball cases, you store those. So you can go in and you type in your language, right? Like Google Translate. You type in your language, where can I find the bathroom? And you hit it, and it voices. It has they use actual human voices, voice actors to record these things, and it voices in the other language the thing that you said. And the reason but it doesn't do it in the middle of nowhere in the countryside with no internet service, and it doesn't do it in the countryside with no internet service. You have to have internet service. This device requires no internet service. You put it on a card and you take it with you wherever the hell you're going. But also, Google Translate does not get what do you call that? Google Translate doesn't get it right 90% of the time. Syntax. It doesn't do syntax. It does word for word translation. This device does syntax translation too, so it structures sentences correctly. Usually when I've got enough Spanish that I can go in somewhere and do like some basic stuff like, hey, how much is this? Or like, can I buy this, or can I use the bathroom, or basic stuff, right? Stuff that you need like in a store. That's how, when I was living in Vegas, that's how I'd get my tires replaced. There was this place off on the side it was all Mexicans. None of them spoke any English as far as I know. And I went in and I was talking to the guy that was doing it, and I walk in there and I'm like, so I've got 4 tires, and he's like stared at me, and I'm like, oh, so that'd be cuatro llantas, and I can't remember. I looked it up at the time. I was like, I need them swapped, and then weights on the inside, and I don't have the words anymore, but I had the words at the time because I looked it up, and he was like, oh yeah, cool, and he was like, he told me how much it'd be, and it'd be a little bit, and I'm like, I just wait here? Yeah, that's fine. So they did it, and we get to we get up to the register and everything, and I'm like, yeah, my Spanish is terrible. And, yeah, my English is too. But we figured it out. Oh, doors portal here. Nope. I have no idea. I have stuff that like I need to put the gaming laptop and 2 cameras. I need to make a mount for that. I want to make some cup holders because I've never had cup holders in this car. I need a fucking cup holder. I'm going to make like a little steel frame and then probably 3D print a little insert thing to make a 2-size cup holder, one to hold cans and one to hold Gatorade bottles because they're a little bit bigger. Mm-hmm. Pull it out and soak it in vinegar water. This has probably got a bunch of shit in it. There's either going to be a little pushy tab on the bottom, on the top, or it's going to be a not like a file cabinet drawer, but kind of like a file cabinet drawer where you've got like either a little clip on the sides where it slides, or it's going to like lift up or down. I mean, go to the junkyard, see if we can't find 100 of them and replace it. Come on. Tell them we'll see you next month. That's something that irritated the piss out of me with Arizona. They're doing that whole they jumped on the faux Obama. Oh, and opiates, they're so bad. We need them. Oh my God, we gotta stop people from using them. Period. Ever, all the time. Yeah, that people, these people that are legislators, they don't seem to be able to grasp the concept that if you take something that people are using for a legitimate purpose and you try to just put a stop to it, or you try to heavily regulate it, all you're going to do then is turn those people into criminals. That's all you've done. You've turned law-abiding citizens into criminals. And it's the same argument with the fucking firearm bullshit, where they're like, oh, well, we've got to regulate this more heavily. All you're doing is you're turning law-abiding citizens into criminals and removing items from law-abiding citizens that could save lives and putting more of them into the hands of the people that you don't want to have them in the first place. You know, I've been naked the past few months. Yep, you never know. Yep. Yeah, I love those people like, oh, that means you know, their life is worth less than your stuff. Abso-fucking-lutely. You step into my house, you try to get into my car uninvited, you have forfeit your life. You have given it to me, put it in my hands, and asked me to do with it what I will. Yep. We are being invaded. Yep. Yep. If you think that your want is more important than my, ownership of something, then you have simply forfeit your life. You have made the decision that it's effectively suicide by cop, but suicide by person I don't know. And the people that are like, oh, well, is your stuff worth more than their lives? Like, they don't understand. They've never been threatened. They've never been attacked in their lives. They have never seen, apparently, the things that humans do to each other for pennies, for a piece of wood, for some dust, for just stupid, nonsensical reasons. They don't understand the need to protect yourself. They don't get it. Yeah. Oh, what are you talking about? Dresses weren't designed for easy access. We don't have a history as a species of objectifying and using women as property. What are you talking about? Although, that being said, I like a nice sundress. for exactly that reason. I mean, everywhere you go, doesn't matter who you are, everywhere you go, there's assholes. Maybe sometimes that asshole's gay. Like, you can't draw a line between one and the other. Just because he's gay doesn't mean he's nice. Like, there's no correlation. He might be fabulous, but that doesn't mean he's nice. So most of the stuff, I don't really care, right? I'm not, you do you, boo, right? I don't care. The thing that gets me is this thing where they're like, if kids sit down with their parents and are like, hey, what is this, why is this guy dressing up as a girl? Expose them to that. Be like, some people like to do this. To each their own, whatever. Don't hate people because they're people, right? I mean, here's to you, what was that movie? Tu Fong Wu? John Leguizamo, Wesley Snipes, Woody Harrelson? Patrick Swayze. There you go. I was like, it's not Woody Harrelson. It was some white pretty boy. Patrick Swayze. But I love John Leguizamo. John Leguizamo is like freaking awesome, right? And he dressed up as a lady, and yeah, The Pest. I think they should do a new Pest, The Pest 2, where he has a kid and his kid's super annoying. I think that'd be funny. But I'm fine with the exposure. My issue is people coming in and being like, oh, well, we're going to have this thing in the auditorium that's mandatory, that parents are not allowed to take their children out of because they have different views, that the kids must attend, and we're going to force this down their throats. That's the problem I have with, because that's exactly the fucking reason why we are on this continent in the first place. Oh yeah, it's nothing new. It's been a thing since at least the 40s, right? Well, you still need to quit smoking. It's expensive. It's bad. Regardless of what it does to one's body, it's expensive and you're poor. It's still something that you only do it because of it. It's a habit and a semi-physiological, what do you call that? Make it OnlyFans. OnlyFans. Make an OnlyFans account. You can do the hand-to-mouth thing all you want. Took you long enough. I mean, you're the reason my mind is as dirty as it is. Probably, I can't believe you didn't. Well, some of that just simply has to do the exposure, but well, that's the thing though. Is like the way my brain is built, the way it has been assembled by this biological machine that is my body. It's 50-50 ish. I constantly fight like his paranoia and his prejudices and all the all that stuff. Like it's a constant effort to be like, I am not a man exactly like my father, I'm not gonna hate people simply because their left eye is 2 millimeters taller on their head or something. Like, I don't know about beautiful. Alright. So, Holly Ann, we were talking one day, and I keep every now and then I'll message her and or Millie and be like, "Hey, when are you gonna find me a girlfriend?" It's up to my friends to find me love or something. But well, if it's after I'm down there, then you'll have some business cards that you can, not business cards. You'll have some YouTube channel advertisement cards. Ugh. Paleontologist, archaeologist. I know a guy. I haven't talked to him in a while. I knew a guy. I had a buddy a few years ago who was an archaeologist. And that's a thing that I guess where that happened. How can you have eyeballs, earballs, and a brain, look at anything and be like, oh yeah, no, this experience that I've had is the only experience that could ever be had? But that's something inherent in our species, apparently. My cave is the only cave. Your moss doesn't exist. My moss is blue, your moss is orange. I must kill you and make you have blue moss. That's what our species does. Your tree has leaves. My tree doesn't have leaves. I'm going to kill you and take your tree, and now all trees must have leaves. Israel. So do you know what the argument with Israel is? So short version. The Israelites were wandering through the desert for many years. They got tired of wandering in the desert, so they went back to their homeland. What they ended up doing, in reality, right? Chosen people in the Bible and God and 6 translations, and we won't even get into all that. They ended up invading an area that was already populated, kicking the people that were already living there out, walling themselves up and saying, this is ours now. And then, in the 70s, they kind of did it again with that whole, Israel-Palestine thing, where they drew a border. And now everybody that is not an Israelite inside this border is either, I don't even remember how it went. It was like, it's either criminal or you need to leave, or they kicked a bunch of people out of their homesteads, out of their farms, out of the places that they've lived for 17 generations, right? And they kicked all these people, and you wonder why they're mad at you. I am primarily agnostic. I don't know whether your God exists or not because I can't prove it one way or the other. So I'm not going to make a claim one way or the other. I'm going to try to live my life, right? Like every scripture on the planet, according to our species, has ever said to do. Don't be a dick and don't rape your brother's goat. Like that's all you got to do. Don't be a dick and don't put your dick in your brother's goat. Like it's literally that simple. Right, so that's what I'm gonna do, and on the off chance that whenever something happens and you get to wherever you're going, which you don't die, you're dead, whatever. But you get there, and you're like, oh well, even though you didn't believe, you led a good life. We'll put you in this lesser region of hell, whatever. But it's on the chance that the Christian Bible and the Torah? Jewish Bible's the Torah, right? Or the Quran. I don't remember. The Old Testament is true, and the Jews are God's chosen people, and anybody who hates the Jews is going to hell or going to be punished or whatever. Yeah, I know all scripture for speaks skeptical. And it's funny because the Christians and the Jews will argue with you, but the Hindu scriptures are like 4,000 years older. but on the chance that is the case, I don't hate Jews. I think Jews are funny and really good with money. Stereotypes exist for a reason, right? Except Jerry Seinfeld. Jerry Seinfeld's not funny. He's never been funny. What's up with airplane food? I don't know. You tell me. Where's the punchline, guy? But everybody's rip-roaring in the comedy club. What's up with airplane food? Holy crap. It was their method of packing more individual units into a smaller space because airplanes are small. You can't store an entire grocery store in a damn airplane. So if everybody wants an apple, they can have an apple, and it's going to be small. The white man and their money-making scheme. They're great. Colonialism is great. right? Colonialism. It's that thing where the white man moves in somewhere and takes everything over. It's not. No. The white man has recently done it. You know who did it previously? Everybody else. Colonialism. Everybody's like, oh, colonialism, the Brits and the white man. I went to high school. I went to high school with a guy that if you told him Jesus wasn't white, he would attack you. Yeah. Pretty sure he's still that same guy. Jesus was a Jew. He was born in the desert. He's brown. Does she think Jesus was white? I mean, I'd say 10 years ago, maybe she did it intentionally just to piss you off. Anymore, it probably more like a habit thing, and she just doesn't even remember why she started it. I mean, that's probably why. Lack of exposure to something leads to prejudice. But like, I mean, I was gonna say Leonardo da Vinci's The Last Supper, where everybody was white. From the 1600s. It's probably ugly too. Just being the son of God doesn't mean you're gonna be a pretty boy. You could be ugly. I mean, at the end of the day, God could be an ape, and we've regressed into this hairless form, and that's why he's left. He's like, screw these things. I mean, my previous theory was that we were God's third grade science fair project, and we're just sitting in his parents' attic. You just like the remake of the hell was that song? Michael Jackson song. Annie, you okay? You okay? You okay, Annie? Someone broke into her house and tried to kill her. Like, Alien Ant Farm is a band that remade the song. You didn't know that. You've heard that. I guarantee you've heard that song. Yeah, I guarantee you've heard the remake from Alien Ant Farm. Probably haven't seen the music video because it's weird. it makes no sense. Well, the song was redone in the 90s, like 96. They're not stupid, they're fun. Weird Al's hysterical. Especially when played by Daniel Radcliffe in a wig. Have you not seen there's a movie? Oh, Daniel Radcliffe, right? Harry Potter, right? He played Weird Al in a Weird Al biopic. Biopic. Yeah, it's a movie, and they go to Weird Al. They put Daniel Radcliffe in a wig, and they have him do a scene, and they take it to Weird Al. They're like, "Hey, is this okay?" And Weird Al watched it, and it was a big deal. Like, it was in the news and shit. Where Weird Al was just like, "I love this. Can we get more of it?" Because Smooth Criminal. There you go. That's the name of it. Yeah, Daniel Radcliffe's done a bunch of weird shit. There's also one where I don't know exactly what it was. I keep meaning to go find it and watch it, but something to the effect of he's kidnapped and drugged, and they bolt handguns to his arms, and he can't do anything. They're like bolted through his radius and ulna, like through his arm with these fucking brackets. And so there's a scene. I'm sure you've seen the picture. It's Daniel Radcliffe in a robe in the middle of a road with handguns screaming wildly into the air. Like, it was from a movie, but some people were trying to use it as like, oh, is Daniel Radcliffe gone crazy or something like that. But it's like, he is weird, but it's kind of cool. He also did a he did a thing where he was an angel, and like they were trying to ruin the earth or something, or they were trying to save the earth, and somebody else kept ruining it. And I don't. It was. I saw like a 5-minute clip from one of the. It was a show, I think. I saw like a little short clip of it, and I was like, yeah, that's weird. But he's good weird. He's a good actor. Don't. No, don't. Have you read the books? Oh, then you might like the movies. So I remember when the first one came out, it was a Chamber of Secrets. Right? I watched it through the intro, and about 2 minutes in, I'm like, nope, this is nothing like the book. Got up and walked away. Yes, they can. We have CG, and J.K. Rowling did a very, very good job of explicitly building a universe, and they did not stick to that universe. They could have done, but they didn't. It's just like, there are times when they do good jobs of like books to movies. It happens from time to time. Case in point, Ender's Game. Ender's Game is an Orson Scott Card book that is part of a like 13-book series. They were written for like mid-teens, so 14, 15, 16-year-olds. The movie was very, very close. There was some bits they left out that they should have put in because they built the universe more effectively. But all of the bits that were in there were not bits that they made up off the top of their head. They were from the book. And Hollywood does that, where they're like, oh, well, we're going to just make up this whole random scene that didn't exist in the book because we think it's funny. Like, no, guys, stick to the material. If you're going to do it, stick to the damn material. And that's what pissed me off. So I watched Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, in theaters. I almost asked for a refund if it weren't for the fact that it's not the theater's fault. that the movie was terrible, I probably would have asked for a refund, because they left out one very critical. So there's a bit where Merry gets stabbed by a Nazgul blade, and the Nazgul blade is steeped in dark magic, and he's got dark magic running through his veins, and he's gonna die. Aragorn has to go on a trip across the mountains to this region populated by orcs and Uruk-hai, and he has to try to do it stealthily, which he's a ranger, that's what he's good at. But it's this big, huge, like, deal, right? It's this huge part of the book. It's a big part of the storyline, the fact that he had to do this thing. And he gets back, and he gets the herbs to Merry, and he saves them, and Merry's never quite the same, because he's always got, you know, some little that hint of dark magic in him, but it's like, you know, he saves his life and everything. But, like, it was kind of a key point in character development for Aragorn, right? And they just ignored it. What happened when Merry got stabbed? The next scene, Merry's saved. You need that part of the story for any of the what comes next to make sense. Because you're in the middle of a war, and he has to go off and do this thing to save one of the main characters, and, like, they just evaporated, ignored it, completely gone. I'm like, no. Stephen King's The Anything. And they still didn't even get to a tenth of it. That's... They make pills for that, actually. Oh. I knew a kid in high school, at the ranch. Sky... I can't remember his last name. He had a thing where he'd be reading a book, and he'd get up and, like, walk out the room, because his brain would take an image of the page, and then the words would just, like, wander all across the room. And it's just, they had pills, and as long as he took his pills, the words stayed on the page. Yeah, but what she reads aren't really novels. They're smutty short stories. John Grisham and all that. I remember the audiobooks. See, I can't stand, like, John Grisham and Patterson and Kuntz and all those guys, because it's like, once you've read one of their books, you've read all of them across all of those guys. Like, they have, I swear to God, they all go to the same website, or they go to the same school, and they have a formula that's, like, permanently up on the whiteboard, or the chalkboard, or whatever it is. It's like, if you follow this formula, you'll have a bestseller. So I've been writing a book. I spent some time writing a book, and then I keep getting to, so it's like I'll spend some time writing a book, and then I'll get to a plot fork, and I'm like, I don't know how I want to handle this. So I'll be like, okay, well, let me go to, I have another idea for a different part of the story that I know how I want to handle. So let me go write that. And then I'll write that and plot fork. So go to another part of the story. Let's write that. Plot fork. So I'm at this point now where I've got 3 plot forks that I don't quite know how I want to handle. And going down either path can drastically change the outcomes, which would then affect the other bits that I've already written also, that are, so they're mostly, I've got written down ideas and like forms of how I want things to go. I don't have dialogue, I don't have specific scenes or actions that characters are performing. It's mostly this like this massive goop that's ideas. But then I come out to like the edge of the goop and there's a fork that can go to other balls of goop, and each of those balls of goop are independent from each other and don't really have a whole lot of overlap. So it's like you need to make a decision. And somebody suggested, I don't know if I like the idea, but somebody suggested, why not write both and publish both, right? Like alternate parallel universes kind of thing. The problem is, actually, that might work. Now that I'm thinking about it from a different perspective. So, in the universe that I'm trying to create, our universe, our existence, the stars in the sky, and all the galaxies, and all the matter, and energy, and all physics, and all of it, is an experiment being run by the Void. Right? Quotes, capital letters, the Void. And the Void is not an entity. The Void is not multiple entities. The Void simply is. And there's this concept of no time. The Void is simply whatever it needs to be in any given instance, which there is no time, so there are no instances. Trying to explain a universe that exists that does not have a dimension of time is really quite difficult. Come to find out. Because humans think in time. We that's all we can process is in time. So trying to portray this concept that's in my head on paper with English words does not work very well. You only have so much of it, mortal. Maybe that's a genetic thing too, because I don't. Your mother and myself, all we don't really care that much for our own mortality. Like it's not a huge deal where people are like, "Am I gonna die?" Like I don't understand that in movies, like especially the dialogue and the plot points, where it's like people are just like, "I'm gonna die." Like who cares? 8 billion people before you, 25 trillion people after you. Who cares? This, and it's still nothing. No, if you were to, I think I saw a thing once. If you were to take the expected total lifespan of the universe up to the today, right? All of history and its existence, from what we can tell, humans, and you compact it into, what do they say? If you were to take that and compact it into 100 years, so you do those you remember those math things in like high school or whatever, where they're like 10 is to 4 as 6 is to question mark, right? So it's kind of one of those things where you take and you make it a ratio. Humans will have been here for less than 1 microsecond. It's like, yeah, and it's going to be here long after we're gone, probably. We're not going to spread out to the entire galaxy, the entire universe, where we're traveling FTL, from one side of the universe to the other. The chances of that are less than 0.5%. See, that there's an interesting argument to be made there, though, because if we take as fact that we can look up, we see all these stars, right? If we think that 1% of stars have the right characteristics that you could have a planet that supports life, and then you accept that not all life has to be based on carbon and requires water and oxygen and what have you to survive. Some other life could exist. Okay, there's a bunch of those. But if you then take the number of planets that exist in that, and you take, 0.001% of those, there's still a few thousand planets where it's possible that life evolved exactly like our own. It's entirely possible there's a species out there somewhere that looks either identical to us, human, or very, very similar to us. 2 legs, 2 arms, 2 eyes, a nose, some ears, a head, and a body, and a torso, and maybe they're a little bit taller and thinner. Maybe they're shorter and whiter. Maybe their planet had 1.2 Gs. Maybe their planet had 0.85 Gs. Just a little tiny, but, the reason we are the way we are is because this is a pretty effective kind of universal form for doing a lot of different stuff. So there is a very high possibility that there are other species that look quite similar to us. I think the Greys are future humans. I think we get... by these scientists, the planet is hotter because of intervention. Probably those same things. Teflon is non-bioreactive. It's stand state. Fucking annoying. Because everything sticks to it. Doesn't matter if you use an oil or butter or Teflon spray. Everything sticks to stainless steel. Cast iron's too heavy. I ain't pulling it out of the damn cabinet. It's too annoying to move. I have boxes of consumable objects that weigh enough as it is. I don't need to be hauling around another 600 pounds in cookware. I mean, if they're done right, yeah. Well, fajita is a way of cooking. Well, if you're putting things that I'm allergic to into it, then no, I won't like it. Onions. How do you not know that? I've known I was allergic to onions for like 20 years. That and the onions are just gross anyway. Onions. Okay, so the danger with Teflon is right here, fluoropolymer fever. When heated to 300 to 450 C, or 570 to 840 Fahrenheit, pyrolysis, which is burning, can cause flu-like symptoms, chest tightness, mild cough. Onset occurs about 4 to 8 hours after exposure. Okay, I eat when I'm hungry. Sounds like you have peristalsis issue. Peristalsis is the contraction of muscles in a sequence to move items through your digestive tract. I still just eat. I'm hungry. You know what else cleans calcium really well? Or dissolves calcium really well? Sulfuric acid. Hydrochloric. Or as people who are stuck in the Middle Ages like to call it, muriatic. Going and buying $80 worth of chemicals and acids that you have to have a lot of equipment to be able to handle correctly, and getting the gold off of it. But nope. Because what you have to do is you have to dissolve everything, right? Because you could dissolve everything but the gold, but then how do you separate the gold from the sludge? So the best way is to dissolve everything and then use a chemical to precipitate just the gold out of the solution, and then all the rest of the sludge will just be still dissolved in the solution, and you wash it a bunch of times, and then you melt the gold precipitate down into a solid chunk. I'm not. Do you know how much it takes to actually be profitable with that? Try your entire property 10 foot deep. That's how much it would take to actually be profitable after you get done dealing with the chemicals, getting all the equipment to set it up and run it, and the safety equipment, all the PPE, all that stuff. You need to do it properly and safely without, dying. Technically, I think that's probably illegal. I think you gotta have filters. I looked into it a few years back, and it's the only way to make it profitable to have a lot of fun. Football is interesting, but they fall into that same category of it takes very, very powerful and very dangerous chemicals to deal with, and to make it kind of worth anything, you have to kind of do it in large batches. That's going to, unless you build an entire support structure underneath it, that's going to crack. That's what steel costs. Still not going to be cheap because it's still material and labor. You're going to go out there with a generator welder that you got in your back pocket? I'll believe that when I see it. I'm But again, it's non-bioreactive, so like. Yeah. No. Take a look when I get down there. Not a clue. It's my job, so I'm here. Kind of the way I'm viewing it. I mean, you gotta do the thing, right? Whether people are watching or not, it's still like, you know, if people go and look at your channel, well, oh, what does this guy do? Oh, well, he streams most days. Okay, well, go watch a stream. Because there's a bunch of games that people will never play themselves because it's not interesting to play, but it's funny to watch other people play them. I mean, I'd go over and watch RJ play WoW all the time. I never have any desire to play WoW because it's a dumb game. But I watch him play it and die a bunch. Oh, honestly, the biggest reason is most people are really boring, and they like to watch other people not be boring. Like that's kind of the short of it. Most people are. I mean, besides that, most people are boring. They don't. There's so many people that they don't or won't play video games because for whatever reason there's something in their head that either says they'll be bad at it or it's not something they enjoy doing. But going down and the streaming thing is a bit different because the streaming thing is you and 20 or 30 or 1,000 or however many other people are just kind of hanging out, talking to somebody while they're doing something. Walk next door and be like, hey, you guys all like doing the same exact thing I like doing? It's easier to find that when you go somewhere where you know people who are doing the same thing that you do. And going and watching someone else play a video game because the way they interact with that video game is very entertaining. Why do people watch Desperate Housewives? Why do people watch, reality TV? Why do people watch TV and movies? Period. Because it's something that entertains. Some people use streams for that too. They put it on, and from time to time, they're like, "Oh, what are they doing over here? That was fun." Podcast, talk shows. People go places to find entertainment, and this is just another form of entertainment. Alaska, hello, whoever you are. Yeah, someone in chat. Their name is Alaska. I have a viewer that I've never met before. Hello. Well, I'll tell Alaska my mommy says hi. Which my mommy is also watching, but she's not in chat right now. Well, I'm on the phone too, but I'm also in chat. I mean, I don't know. He, she, or it. Pick one. No, or J, or flee, or whatever the hell syllable you can come up with. That's what they're doing. I mean, given the complete inconsistency and unreliability of the human reproductive system, you could be one of a 6 billion different things, honestly, at the end of the day. Or you're neither. There's neithers. What about people born with only torsos? They don't have reproductive organs at all. What are they? It happens because the human reproductive system is useless. At the end of the day, it's so unreliable. Did I ever tell you I worked out the percentage of the reliability of the human reproductive system? It's less than 1%. Creating one standard, actual, proper, normal, viable human life is less than 1% reliable. No. I don't know if you're looking at chat, but Alaska, my man is streaming and talking with someone and teaching us about the reproductive system. Hey, you wanna come and listen to some random guy on the internet rant about like literally anything and everything? This is the stream for you. Andy's discussing that with his mother, which my mom's not dumb. She knows some things, you know. Yeah, because I keep standing up and walking away. I don't know. Let's turn it off. I'm sitting here for right now, right? Turn it off. It's fine. Yeah, text to speech, or speech to text in this case. I mean, you want to talk about politics? Let's talk about politics. You want to talk about aliens? Let's talk about aliens. Let's talk about how you can't make tea as well as I can. The correct way. Duh. Don't worry about it. That's the correct way. Alaska's still there. Not mine. So the thing on YouTube updates not great. The thing that's on my screen over here off to the side, it tells me it updates like every 10 seconds or something. And it's you know, but also I've noticed YouTube has been doing this thing and it's sporadic and I don't know why or what. But like if I try to watch my own stream, right, I'll have it up on another page and I'll either have the volume very, very low or muted so it doesn't like double talk through the mic, because I have surround sound, and surround sound plus mic ends up, you know, feedback loop. So I'll have it turned down or whatever, but I'll go and like, especially if I have it turned down and I can still hear it but it's not coming through the mic, I'll hear it stop and I'm like, well, I'm talking, why is it? And it stops, it goes to buffering and it stays that way. And then what YouTube sees via its metrics is then that stream is not running, it's paused for whatever reason, and I don't know why it does that, but you have to go in and then pause it, play it, pause it, live, pause, live, pause, live, pause, live, and you got to do 1,000 different things, and oh, your stream's back. And then when I watch a stream, as I am wont to do from time to time, I can't open the emoji bars. There's a little at the bottom of the chat window. My screen doesn't show it to me in the streaming software, but just underneath the where you type a text in chat in the browser is a little like emoji face. If you click on that, it should bring up just standard YouTube emoji sets, and you can click and add those to your chat and blah blah blah. Anytime I have ever clicked on that when I'm watching a chat, the whole chat freezes, or the whole stream freezes. Chat is still live, chat still works, but the video stream cuts out, and then I have to type my message, put in the emojis, wait a second, go back, click live, click pause, click live, it buffers, click live again when it turns live off, and then I'm back to the stream. And I missed a minute or something of whatever the heck it was that was in them. Yeah. Okay. I should probably get to the stream and do a thing. Like, you know, I started up a stream and then I called you, and then like all I've been doing is talking on the phone this whole time. I mean, you know, entertainment is entertainment, right? If someone says some stupid crap and it makes you laugh, that's entertainment. That's literally why people think Will Ferrell's funny, is because he says something stupid and they think it's funny. And not funny at all. I have no idea what that's even supposed to mean. I think it's mostly obscene. That's fine. We're all for obscene here. Obscene is great. But anyway, I'm going to... What I might end up doing is playing a game? I don't know. Like, I did a thing, and then I did an experiment, and it turned out not the way I wanted it to turn out, so now I gotta come up with a solution. And, I don't know, maybe I'll do some freak... I have no idea. If you need someone to talk, I can talk forever. I get that from your father, mind you. What? Very strange analogy, but yeah. Yeah, but yeah, strange analogy. Okay, love you too. Bye. Yeah. Okay, phone call's done. What am I doing? What am I doing? What I was doing was trying to figure out. Old and fat. Trying to figure out if I can stick this in the car. The answer is no. Not right now, at least. Also, ooh, hold on. Ugh. Before, I cracked bones just being alive. Turn the head. You can't move anymore. I will sit here. And if I sit here in one position, I have pillows and it's comfy. It's $1,000 freaking mattress. And if I sit here for more than like half an hour in the same position, I go to stand up and it's just like, I can't even move my back. An 80-year-old man. It's ridiculous. Okay, so math. So my car, I don't know if you've seen any of my other streams or what have you, or any of my other videos. I don't have HVAC in the car. I'm going to be driving it 2,000 miles. 1,000 there and 1,000 back. And without HVAC, it's kind of cold outside. You know, it's December in the Northern Hemisphere. Kind of cold outside. So I'd like to have a little bit of heat in the cabin. Which I can't do. See you later. Get some good sleep. That ain't gonna work anyway. Crap. Well, 14 times 70. 980. So yeah, I need less than 1,000 watts. Okay. So how can I... If I had a giant resistor, I could do that. I stream most days. If you go looking back at like my stream history, at least 6 days a week, minus days that I go on like little road trips or something to like Idaho or something. So more than likely I will be here tomorrow, and I generally start around 1000 hours here on Mountain Time US. Generally. I don't really have a schedule, per se, but, you know, very high probability I'll be here. Yeah. Come check it out. Talk some crap. Have some fun. Do some stuff. Tomorrow will probably be garage day. Do some stuff in the garagey. Maybe. Probably. Possibly. Alright. Yeah, I'm here. Come by. Hang out. Take a watch. Have some fun. And we'll see you later. Oh, Mike picking that up. I want to know bioreactivity. Where's the bioreactivity? Polytetrafluoroethylene, man. Come on. Ecotoxicity. What biotoxicity? See also. That's helpful. Well, whatever. We'll find out, won't we? Okay, so what do I need to do? So that heater's not going to work at all. Should I take it back? Probably return it. If I'm not going to be using it, I should probably return it, right? I think probably, possibly, likely, probably, we'll do this. And we'll do this. I think I'm going to play a game. Excuse me. The hell? Hello? You're not supposed to crash. Why are you crashing? Of course, it's doing that Unity thing that it was doing the other day in Ixion 2. We'll see if interacting with it will keep it. What the hell? Okay. Something's going on. What is going on? What if, stand by. What if we do that? I think maybe Unity's having a problem with voice meter. No, doesn't look like it's voice meter. Okay. Maybe it's the stream. But I streamed it the other day. Something update? Nothing updated. Why won't... Yeah, OBS and Unity have a little problem. Boom. OBS Unity crashing. Bum, 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 bum. Eh? This was 2016, though. There's no way this is still valid. Was fixed a long time ago. Not that, apparently. Oh, stand by. We're going to do some of this. If I do that, turn on. No, it's definitely that. So maybe I won't do that. That's going to take some troubleshooting, apparently. Which I should probably do because kicker clutch is coming up. Oh, stand by. Stand by. Stand by. Sort of. Stand by. No. Okay. So I need is a different solution. I need like I need like an 800-watt heater. I don't know that I'll find one. What about turning that off? What about that? I wish that was a little bit, yeah, but if it was a little bit higher, it'd be like in my eye line. I don't want to do that. Turn off! Wait. So if I do this, turn off. Thank you. Takes forever. So if we're not capturing Zapekist, does it still crash? Still flashing, so probably. Maybe. Hasn't crashed yet. Okay. Okay. So it's still running. So it has something to do with OBS. Can I record then? I swear I was streaming Zapkus the other day, right? Hold on. I swear I streamed Zapkus the other day. So let's go to my channel. Live. Yeah, Windows really is garbage, right? Pretty sure in the second half of that, I was streaming Zapkus. So... wait. Yeah, I was streaming Zapkus. So why was it working then and not now? I haven't changed anything. That's weird. Hmm. Hey. Nice. First page. Why? Hold on. Hold on. If I go here, okay. So we're on this capture. That's just the webcam and game audio, which is this guy. Oh yeah. I don't have voice meter playing or voice meter running. I need voice meter back up and running. Get background audio back to the stream. Real quick. Cool. Cool. Oh yeah. I was like, what am I doing? I'm going to look at the stream. I can see when I started streaming Zapkus. Because I started with... I wish I'd captured what I was doing.
Also, oh, you can see my backyard. Oops. Oh.
Was I doing it windowed? No. That's full screen.
Oh.
Because that's desktop capture. Oh, was that what I was doing? Was desktop capture instead? It'll be this guy. Close him. Now let's try it, I guess. On desktop capture instead. Okay. Yeah, so it doesn't work with window capture or game capture mode. It only works with desktop capture mode. That's fine. That is perfectly okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I guess, I was going to do car stuff today, but I got irritated and annoyed at some other things I talked about earlier. So I'm going to try to relax and play a game. That's what I'm going to do. So we're going to go back into adventure mode, where I left off last time. And what did I unlock? What did I unlock? Mostly, what I want to know is that I unlock not having a hat. I don't want a hat. What is that? Bunny ears. Bunny ears is fine. Okay, so where was I? Green. I was over here somewhere. Green. 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 Red. This guy. Bam. Okay. Was this teaching me that RNG is a thing? Ah! Oh, I did push Y. I think Owl plays with a D-pad. Like watching... I don't think he plays with joystick. Hey, Mr. RNG rock thing. Gimme, haha, opening, oh, there's a rock there, okay. Whew. Oh, there's another one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Woo. Okay. Where is it? Is that a gold? Is that a gold? Hey! Just barely. We're just doing golds. Nanner car. Yeah, I kind of want to get through all of the things I can before switching a bunch of stuff out. Oh. Hey, that was a gold too. The next one is 24, so I need 2 seconds. We're doing gold. Fine. Fine, we're doing gold. Follow the path. Too far. Yeah, I think Owl plays with D-pad. Where am I going? I'm going here. And I'm going there. Okay. Then we're going here. Oh. Oh, I turned up. I should not have. We're going here. No, we're not. I don't know where to go from there. Go this way. Oh. Come on, come on, come on. Don't fall off. Don't fall off. Don't fall off. I think I remember that. I remember watching Khan play this one. Oh, boo. Okay. Not even fast enough for bronze. How are you supposed to do this quickly? You like come in early? Like there? Then cut that there, probably. And then cut this here. Nope, that ain't gonna do it. Ain't got enough speed. Flying off the top ain't gonna do it either. Flying off the end isn't gonna do it either. Well. I know Khan went through a bunch of these and... What the... Now I can't make it at all. There we go. Wasn't turning down early enough. This is where I lose a bunch of speed. Oh, Flingle. That was going to be better. I think it was going to be a bronze run, though. I got to figure out how to get this. Wow. Silver? Not good enough. We need gold. Now, I'm feeling kind of lightheaded. I should probably eat something. Didn't turn hard enough. Slower. Okay, what happens if I turn sharper? If I get up and over that a little bit faster? Oh, 40.7. Okay. That's not it. It helps if you actually use the steering. I think you want to go high as you can on that. That's slower. Come up like as soon as you can there. What does that do? Silver. Gotta make gold, man. Gotta make gold. Can't do nothing unless it's gold. Gots to be gold. Not flying over the edge. Thing number 1. Turning. Thing number 2. How to drive a soapbox. Turn the wheel. So get as high as we can. Turn in. Get as much speed as we can. Get this guy as high as we can. Try to cut that a little bit. Stay flat. Cut it in. Hit the thing and lose all your speed. I think first person would make this a lot easier. Honestly. High as we can. Turn it in. Fall off the edge. As you can. And don't fall off the edge. Wee, 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 wee. Turn too sharp. Getting impatient. Don't get impatient. Play the level. Yes, I hit the button. Thank you. Turn, 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 turn into there. Nope. Oh no. That was terrible. That's not how you win it. Come on, man. I need the gold. I think that's got to be smooth. You've got to take it as high as you can, peak. But you have to do it smooth. That's not smooth. Like that smooth. Like that smooth. Like that smooth. Ooh, fuck. Damn it. I pushed the Y. There's a dead space in there somewhere where it locks you out of pressing Y. A little bit slower. What if I could make up time? Oh, that's slower. I already know that's slower. Ah, shh. Thinker. No, that's slower. By a lot. I need the gold. And I don't know if, like, trying to cut this corner shorter. No, so you don't get as much speed. Yeah, see? That's slower. You need to take this higher. As high as you can without falling off. and then continuing to turn. There's a line here that's, I see it, but doing it's another matter. Like that, C187. That's a green. Vector time. Come in here, we turn down. Smooth as we can. Oh, gain some speed. I think green's the way to go, honestly. Come on, give it to me. Gold medal. All right. Now we can go to the next one. Ooh, what's this? Okay. Gotcha. Detour. I don't know if we want to hit all the boosters or not. Big accelerator. Big accelerator. Bam. That's a gold medal. All right. First try. That was a fairly simple track. Okay. Let's do the next one. Were there 23 of these or 24 of these? Something like that. I'm almost there. So. Oh. What was that? Am I supposed to brake there? You are supposed to brake there. Okay. That's a gold medal, too. By a good bit, actually. Okay. Sweet! Oh, I like that little train one. Okay, 6 checkpoints. Oh, is this going to be wall rides? Oh. These ones always confuse the crap out of me. These ones that are like not directly linear kind of tracks. Okay. Oh! Well, there goes that run. Whee! 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 I need to turn the steering limiter off. And we go up, and then we're turning. We're turning, and we're coming back down. Ah, right off the edge. I think you have to brake there. I don't think you can get away without braking there. The B word. How dare I even utter it? Woo! No! Crab spackle. Okay, we're going to full steering. Full steering. Bum. I'll try to not do that. I'll try to not do that. Yeah, this is the thing that I don't like in a lot of video games. This kind of tedium of doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. There we go. Shh, I didn't break. I didn't break. You're supposed to break. I think you're supposed to break coming down that little hill. To what, though? What do you break to? This is a learning track. I'm not a fan of learning tracks. Okay, that was a little bit smoother. Why do I still have press Y to continue? Ah! Pull! Where am I going? Hey, that's a gold medal. Wow. Gold medal was 101? I could probably get AT on that. A little bit of optimization. But we're just doing golds for right now. I'll go back through later and get author times. Oh, I remember this one. I remember seeing this one. Yeah, this is a control your speed map. Ugh. That was not good. If you don't control your speed, you will hit a tree or a lamppost. Which you might want to talk to the oh no. Might want to talk to the highway people. There's trees growing in the middle of the road, man. Like, someone's gonna get hurt. Like, this isn't good. When you have trees growing in the middle of your highways. I was supposed to go through the trees there. Can't believe I made that corner. Cats. 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 Dr. Katz. How long is this map? There's gotta be a cheese here, right? There's no checkpoints. There's gotta be a cheese. Where's the cheese? There's got to be a cheese. Where's the cheese? Come on, man. Where's the cheese? Unique. Unique. Where's the cheese? Yeah, there's a cheese around here somewhere. Okay, so you've got to come down like... Oh, I remember seeing this. Yeah, okay, so... Hard right, you should be able to jump off here. And this is all like... Oh, okay, so... You come down the hill. You should be able to jump off right here. This little hump, right? You jump off that hump. You should be able to land it possibly here. And then you would come around this one and jump off. I am never going to remember this. There's no way. I can't remember stuff like this. Okay, well. Oh, let's see if we can't figure it out, right? See if we can't finger it out. Okay, so... Was it down the hill and then here? Well, it wasn't like that. Obviously. Okay. I think it's... So it's not this one. With the cats. This one. Right here. Oh, crap. Not right there. Probably a little bit earlier. Well, not right there. Come on. Can't get up over right there. Why can't I get up and over it? Nope. Maybe. Nope. Yeah, you gotta get up early. How do you get up early there? Maybe you can't. Maybe you have to go to the next one down. What if I try it? Oh, well, not like that, really. Sort of like that. Can you land it? No. No, you can't. You don't have to have all your wheels. You just have to be able to keep moving. Or should I just try to optimize? Should I just try to optimize? It's 10 seconds. Right? Well, that's not how you optimize. I might have to go look this one up. because I kind of want to do it legitimately. Because Unique's time, the author time, is a legitimate time. Turn. Turn. Well, that's not going to do it. It sucks because it's like a 3-minute track. Ugh. I understand now why ZSL and Cup of the Day are, you know, less than 1-minute tracks. They're like 45 to 50-second tracks for the rules, because a 3-minute track just kind of sucks if you have to go back and do it again. Ooh, I wonder if Unique's released, like, videos for author time. Ah! Turn midair when I should not have. Yeah, because, like, stuff like this, you should just take straight down and turn it a little bit wide-ish there, right? Turn and scrub all your speed every time through these corners. Cat. Oh, cats. Crap. Scrubbed all my speed. Am I still ahead enough? The problem is you don't have checkpoints to give you split times. You have no idea. To 23. That's a silver. Are we going to try to cheese? Is that what we're doing? Trying to cheese? We're not going to cheese here. Okay, where can we cheese? If we come down right here, where are we at? All right, so after this left, so right here, right? Not enough speed. Crap spackle. I might have to leave this one at silver or go look it up. Cats. Yes, lovely. Nope. I was like, I'm too far out. There's no way I'm hitting it. This one is going to be frustrating, isn't it? I think this one's going to be frustrating. I hit Y. Thank you. Okay, I swear. There's got to be... Come there, you face another one. Yeah, like this one right here, there's a sharp left, a hairpin, and then sharp left. And that straight, you should be able to jump down there. Then you're coming down and you should be able to jump down there. Right? So hairpin, 90 right, 90 left, jump. Let's try that. I don't even know where that is. Right here. 90 right. 90 left. There's no way to jump up and over there. Can't do it. Well. Blingle. Okay. And there's nothing there. Crap spackle. Am I gonna have to go look this up? Like, I know how to optimize it. Don't scrub speed. Drive in straight lines as much as possible. Try not to rotate in the air when you get air. That causes slowdowns. Like here. Ah. I'm gonna have to leave this as silver for now. Can I just like... No, you don't have enough speed there. I wonder what the minimum speed is to jump over a wall. There's a minimum speed. I don't know what the minimum speed is. It's not braking and turning simultaneously. That's not the minimum speed. It's not turning in mid-air either. Also, not scrubbing all your damn speed off in the freaking corners. Also not hitting trees. I think I'm slower than last time. I feel like I'm slower than last time. Oh, that's definitely going to be slower. Yeah. I'm going to have to leave this one at silver, I think. Because I'm not going to get, without cheese, I'm not going to get that at gold. Okay. Oh no. Yeah, there's a lockout timer for Y. I don't know what the speed is to get through this. Well, it's not that. There's going to be like an ideal speed, I think. Not that. And I think you're going to have to do a little bit of weaving. Okay, so hit 120 and then break, but then let off the break. 20, break. Son of a biscuit eating bulldog. Okay. One. No! See, I hit Y. Keep hitting Y and it's still not giving me the thing. Okay, so there's got to be some speed. Supposed to go left there. Yeah, I keep hitting Y and it's not doing anything. Why? 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 So it could be here. Yeah, see, you got to go left. There again, hit Y. Gotta figure out the. So each speed's gonna have its resonant frequency, right? So there, there. You gotta figure out what that resonant frequency is. So there. Well. Okay. I don't have steering limiter. What if? Hold on. Oh, don't tell me cheese. Well, that's not it. That's not it. Yes. We. Yeah, see, it seems like you also have to start on a specific side. Okay. I still think the up and over. Oh, no, you can't either. You need to put a. You have to go down the road. Okay. Start over here. You move. Yes, there's got to be a maximum speed. You can't go full speed. Can you? I don't think you can go full speed. So 120. I was trying to flip it around, but I was pushing the stick the wrong way. 20. Gotta figure out the pattern, I guess. 120. I wish the lockout timer would quit. I wish Y always worked. What happens if we start on the left? We hit that hammer directly. Okay. What happens if we go a little bit slower and we start on the left? So, 5. Yeah, you have to weave back and forth. That's the only way. So, I'm not even gonna finish this one, am I? I could sit here for the next hour trying this. Is it one of those deceptive things where you start here and then you just move over and you have enough speed to do it like that? No. No, you don't. I hit Y! See? There goes the impatience. So do you hit the brake then? Over here. 1, 2, to the left. You don't have enough time to turn that speed. Like, you can't do it. So you gotta go slow. Okay, so we come over here, go that, we slow down, and then we die. Yeah, so as soon as it says crashed, it locks you out. Can't do anything. I might just have to skip this one. Oh, it doesn't lock you out. It sends you to the menu. Gotcha. How the hell are you supposed to do this? You have to come in from the right to the left. Come in from the right. 1, 2, to the left. And then you hit that one. What? Can't. That means there's got to be a max speed, right? How about 80? Close. Maybe 90. Maybe that's all it is. Maybe it's just max speed. It's not 95. There we go. Bronze? No. Silver is 16. So you have to... How do you do that full speed? Okay, these are going to have to start skipping. Damn it. See if this is like a real map. Oh, steps. Don't tell me it's going to be steps. Oh, the shadows. Oh, thank Jabus. Like, don't tell me it's going to be steps. Who was that? I think Cosmo made one that was all steps. Oh no! Yes, I'm aware. Thank you. I think that menu needs to have Y to reset. Just you double tap Y when you crash and you're back to the race. That was my fault. And you know, I went to the store and it didn't even grab any freaking monsters. Okay. Not supposed to turn that much. Steering limiter. Okay, so you definitely got to drop early. You can't do that late drop and come around in a big swoop. You've got to drop early. Oh, you gotta be... Hit my head on the checkpoint. Yeah, you gotta come in from that side. I'm losing speed really fast, Unique. I think you're supposed to be going like a lot faster though. Wonder what the time is for this. Well, it's not right in the middle of the pole, I can tell you that. 130 is bronze. I was waiting to see if it would flash. Because every now and then I get a little flicker. Okay. I'll turn that much. Turn down hard here. Carry as much speed as you can through this. Get hit by the hammer? And this is why I generally only play video games for about an hour at a time. Because they just frustrate me. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to see... Okay, yeah, 24. Okay, so what else is there? As far as we go out here, right? Yeah. Wish you could move the camera around. That'd be nice. Do you unlock the... Yeah, I think you unlock each of these paths as you go by. So go all the way back to the beginning. Right, so beginning. Where's the first path? There should be A, right? A. No, that's the first one. Is there no... It's D. Not like an A. There's a bunch of these. Nice. Oof. Is that a rocket? Looks like a little rocket. Huh. Oh, didn't even see that one. Went right past it. Cosmo and Khan. Very cool. Dapper. How did I miss those when I was going over here? Nice. Should I? Oh, yeah. I remember this. I remember watching Khan play this. Oh, for like 10 minutes. And that was probably after he spent a bunch of time. Yeah, this one's a pain in the butt. Because you got to get all of these, like, bits where you're turning in the air just right. Like, just right. This one's a pain in the butt. This one takes some doing. I want to see Maki run this track. Yeah, I think you have to go inside that tree. Can't you have to come inside. Can't take it outside. There we go. Oh, there's a turn there. Oh! Lovely, lovely. Okay, turn. That's not gonna do it. How did I do it that one time? Oh. Ah! Not supposed to go over there. There we go. No. Ah. There's like a specific amount of arms up you have to do right there. No. Yeah. So what we're doing here come on. Is we're doing that before I get annoyed with it. And honestly, I need to go eat something anyway. My head's feeling not great. Probably because I haven't eaten anything all day. So, I'm going to end the stream here. I will see you guys later.